One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Terex KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own. Just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for. Harley-Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to NEPA TV. We are so stoked to have you guys with us tonight. We are bringing you 2 games of your typical Wednesday AAA action with me in the booth for the first time in forever. Because it's not actually the first time, but it is the first time in forever is Venom. So chat, say hello. Hi, Venom.
Hello, everyone. Welcome, or good to be back. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Great to have you with us. Juicefer is in chat saying welcome to the booth. Yes, we welcome Venom. We've got 2 teams in the arena tonight. Over on the orange side of the arena, we do have the Aspen Sparrows, and in blue, we've got New Haven Ninjas. But for the orange side, oh, sorry. Focus, just yell at me. Just yell at me. On the orange side, for the Aspen Sparrows, we've got Jakey, and ZB Love. They've got a full roster in the arena with us tonight. There is no subs. And over on the blue side of the arena, we have the New Haven Ninjas. They also have no subs. Someone for Tunnel 5th, though. Brazebeau, Dwup, Hunter Wild in Canada, and UFC are all here tonight. Yeah, I'm super stoked to see we've got 2 teams with full rosters here.
Yeah, it's exciting. Do you have any predictions for this match today?
Predictions are hard to say. I feel like we're so early in the season, and I keep saying this, but we had so many roster changes that it is slightly hard to say who's going to come out on top. We know that Dwup is coming over from Scranton Royals over to New Haven Ninjas. New Haven Ninjas putting up a really good fight last season in the AAA series. But Aspen Sparrows, I'm going to be quite honest, have done a really good job this season in gelling, finding chemistry, and creating, not creating, but making adjustments on the fly. They've been really, really good at being aware in the arena to make those adjustments and make something work. So I think it could be anyone's game. The only thing they're going to have to do is watch Dwup. You got to watch him and shut him down. Man mark him, do something, because he is a force to be reckoned with in the bubble, as we know.
Oh, sure. Yeah, and when I'm looking at these rosters, it's pretty crazy how much the AAA rosters are like filling out in the quality and experience within these teams. Like, B-Love, he's, a seasoned player, been around since the beginning. I think Fanzy's been around there, original, like, Captain Canada. I used to play with him probably 4 or 5 years ago, and he's still around, which is crazy. So, it's good to see all of this experience coming in here, and I agree with you. It's all going to come down to who adapts, and probably who can cover D-Wop better. Like that guy is he's a monster down there, just juking around and able to find that space when he needs it.
Yeah, for sure. I think that I was going to go into that. I think we're ready for a good ready up. But before we hit the full-on ready up button, it is Juicefer's favorite time of the entire stream. And we're going to talk about the rules here at NEPA. We have a running scoreboard, meaning that through all 4 quarters, the scoreboard does not reset. We have 4 8-minute quarters, 1 5-minute halftime, 4 players on a team. In the arena, there is 2 2-minute timeouts per team per match. An overtime rule here is a golden goal rule, meaning the first team to score a goal in overtime does take the win for the night. The last but most important rule, I guess, last official rule, second to last unofficial rule would be we do not allow toxicity or discriminatory behavior. So be kind to your neighbor, make some friends, y'all, because the community needs it. Last unofficial rule that's not written, first rule, which you could check out in Nightbot chat. Nightbot chat, what? Just in the chat from Nightbot. But yeah, we're ready to get some ready-ups going on over here. Venom, I don't know how many matches you've been able to catch in the AAA series, but and I know you kind of said it's going to be whoever adapts most, but do you have any predictions yourself as to how this is going to go?
Man, honestly, this is so tough. I'm leaning towards the Ninjas, just simply because of how dominant they were in the last season. I haven't seen enough of them play this current season just to see how the roster's changed, has affected, the league in general. But like I said, B-Love, Original, Vanzy, even Jake, like all these guys they're top quality players, so they're gonna give them a good fight. So let's see how it goes.
Yeah, let's see. And we're hopping straight into our first initial joust of the night. First touch on the disc going in the hands of Aspen Sparrows. First possession, however, into the hands of Haven Ninjas, and Stu Up picks that one up. Sends it over to Hunter Wilden in the near side tunnel, and they do have stacks ready with an open goal for a 3-pointer to kick off our game.
Yeah, that was really unfortunate, just with, winning a joust like that and then kind of handing over the possession and then allowing that quick, easy dribble. It's an unfortunate loss for the first points, but hopefully they can get a good offensive joust right here.
Yeah, absolutely. That initial joust is always, everyone's always scrambled, I feel like, on those, just everyone out of their typical placements. But we've got Aspen Sparrows progressing up the arena here, and B-Love sends a pass over to Vanzy. Vanzy down low to Jakey. Jakey on the floor, wisely backing this one out, giving their team time to get into place here. B-Love with it now, no pressure in front or behind, looking to walk this one up to Fringe Bubble, and there comes Stu Up, so he sends it up high to Original. Original on the ceiling, looking to make that defender, looking for some lanes options, sends a pass down low to Jake E, who's into the goal points.
Oh, fantastic patience there from the Sparrows. I love the reset early on in that play. And then I believe it was Original at the top ceiling, just kind of waiting and baiting out that player, looking for an opening, and then just hit him down there for that easy little dunk pass. Great job.
Good patience indeed, but disc is in the hands of the New Haven Ninjas. Hunter Wilden with it. Pick this one up off the bounce, looking at an open goal, and goodness, Aspen Sparrows, you cannot leave that open.
Wow. Yep, and there was, of course, D-Up dancing on the ceiling up there, looking for that shot. Sniped it in from the rooftops there.
To focus, it does look like assets-wise, the timer for the arena is off. I don't know if there's anything you can do about that. But for the Aspen Sparrows with the disc right now, it is Vanzy. Down low, but oh no, that pass does not meet its intended target and is slapped out by the New Haven Ninjas. That is a good clear all the way down into the bubble, but they do have player in the area, however, overshooting the disc, giving time for Hunter Wildman to get a hand on that one momentarily as Vans steals that one back and sends it through the far side tunnel all the way down into the bubble. Stacks for New Haven Ninjas were ready for that one though, and Canada picks it up, looks for a clear, but it does get caught in the trap, given some time for Original to take the possession back for the side of the Aspen Sparrows. JP with it now in a 1v1, but Dua with the stop. Vanzi picking that one up, and B-Love pulling that one in for the final slam to make sure the goalie doesn't come back on that.
That was incredible. And, honestly, Ninjas were super close on getting the goal there originally. I think held the disc a little bit too long trying to get the ender. And, smart play by Sparrows there. They actually didn't go for the stun and went for the steal on that disc and happened to pull it away. Ended up taking it back down and got the goal.
And New Haven Ninjas have it now. It's Hunter Wildman on the floor looking to press this one forward. Does have a defender in front, so decides to back it out to Canada. Canada back to Hunter Wildman. Oh, what a read from Jake E, but he does get stunned out, and Duup takes this one back. However, defense collapses beautifully to get this one out of the area, but not quite yet. B-Love finalizes the job through the near side tunnel there, all the way down into the bubble. Stack race from both teams here. Jake E with the disc now on the floor, looking for some options, and Lanes has two defenders on them, does get stunned out, but Original picks it up quickly. However, the shot goes off the post. Vanzi able to recover the possession here, sends it to Jake E. Jake E looking for cross down low, but does not get into the hands of their teammate. Original with a quick stack, able to maintain the possession, sends it over to Vanzi on the floor, who does get stunned out in the process. Oh no, but this is another opportunity for the Aspen Sparrows if they can get a hand on this disc. Oh, but they do not, and Duup is able to pick it up and clear it out through the mid of the arena all the way down towards the bubble. Now in the hands of Original. Who know who gets their pocket picked though, and New Haven Ninjas Reverb with it, sends it to Canada. Canada over to Duup. Duup looking to push fringe bubble here, gets around one defender on the shield, and a save by Original off the ding ring. The clear out almost good, but B-Love finishing the job for them here. However, Stacks not ready for the Aspen Sparrows, and Duup is able to pick that one up and clear it through the near side tunnel all the way down into the bubble. They've got players in the area, and it is good for two.
Wow. Sparrows, man, they were relentless down there by the goal. They had probably 4 or 5 different opportunities just getting stunned out before they could get those passes off. But yeah, there was Ninjas coming in, striking hot, getting that 2-pointer.
Venom, you have fans in chat, Jucifer and Vacant, both saying hello to you right now.
Oh, Jucifer, what's up? And teammate Vacant, good to see you. Thanks for joining.
And we have a loose disc in the arena, but Aspen Sparrows able to get a quick tap on it there. B-Love looking to send this out, but oh no, that was unfortunate. And a accidental grab resulting in a possession change here. The shot just off the mark though, coming from the New Haven Ninjas. Canada playing this one off the bounce. On the floor, looking to send it up to Duup. Duup looking for one more cut, but the pass slightly off the mark there. But a great leech from Breezebow in order to maintain this possession. However, back pass almost off the mark there. Canada picks it up, sends it over to Hunter Wildman on the shoulder. One more cross to Duup, who sinks that one in for 2 more points.
Wow, nice little cut pass, shoulder to Duup there. Instead of going front face, he went for the backside of the goal. Cross corner, just perfect placement on that shot. Well done.
I'm seeing a lot of new faces in Twitch chat today. If you guys don't typically come here and watch the stream, say something new, say something kind, say something with you and interact with you. And goodness golly gosh, another 3-pointer. Aspen Sparrows are going to need to not leave that goal open. They've already had 3 of these from Duup, and they can't let these keep going for 3 more quarters.
Yeah, he is absolutely dialed in on those long shots. Wow.
But Aspen Sparrows with the disc now, and it is B-Love as QB, sending a pass over to the far side tunnel where Vanzi is. Vanzi defenders sending a pass up to Jake E. Jake E underneath some pressure, looking for a long heave of their own into the goal. But it is low and off the mark. However, B-Love able to recover that one, looking for a long 3, but Breezebow getting in that lane, setting a pass up to Duup, and the possession is in the hands of the New Haven Ninjas. Duup looking across down low, however, pass slightly off the mark there. He is able to recover it here. Gets around one defender, sends it to Hunter Wildman. Hunter doing
Great save.
Stop from original. Stops that one. However, they're able to maintain this possession for the New Haven Ninjas, but a shot off the mark again. Canada with it. A quick slap to Breezebow on the back line. Breezebow quickly sending it forward to Dup to Hunter Wildland on the clock and into the goal for 2 points.
Wow. Yeah. They're taking a lot of shots here. Some of them I feel like are just a little bit off the marks, but they keep cleaning them back up. Finding ways to feed it back into the bubble and take those, those easy short range shots.
Yeah, for sure. And if there's anything that I've seen from the Aspen Sparrows, oh no, that was red, and they are lucky. That is the 3 Dup did not sink in this game so far, but that is the end of our first quarter, and we will be right back after a quick word from our sponsors.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
Good evening, everyone. We are back ready to bring you your second quarter of our first game of the night. We are currently checking in with 4-15 score in favor of the New Haven Ninjas, but we've got more than enough time that this is still anyone's game. Aspen Sparrows just have to make a few adjustments for themselves here in order to get back in this game. First touch on the disc going to the Aspen Sparrows. First possession is just the same. Aspen Sparrows with a long 3 from Vance.
Yes.
Just getting around that incoming stack and able to sink that one.
Wow. I'm pretty sure he was fading backwards when he threw that underhanded. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was.
That was impressive. Oh, man.
What a shot there. Vanzi is quite the hot hand, I have to say. Once they get in their mojo, Vanzi is definitely an asset for this team. I believe they picked up Vanzi late in the season, last season. Oh my goodness. Aspen Sparrows with almost another open goal 3 that they left there. However, possession into the hands of Aspen Sparrows here off that joust. Jakey taken a long heave down into the bubble, but did not see the defender hiding on the bow tie, which was Breezebow, who sends a pass up to Canada. Canada to Dup, and another open goal. That hurts my soul.
Yeah. They really got to get somebody on Dup. He is getting a lot of open threes that just they need to be covered, or at least have somebody trying to get in between the goal and the disc there, because that's just, you can't keep letting that happen.
Yeah, that's what's going to cost them the game, is if they don't get home fast enough, or if they're playing too aggressively where that back stack can't get home and defend that goal. It's going to hurt them. That's what took them out in the first quarter. They had 3 open goals, shots that resulted in 3-pointers. That's 9 points alone, and they were, what was it, 4-15? So that could have changed the whole game for them. But yeah. They are approaching fringe bubble now, and it's Vanzi who gets the quick dunk around all of the defenders for 2 more points.
Coming in with some steez. Wow, just ducking through there, getting through the bubble, and going for the under dunk. That was very nice.
Very nice. Very nice indeed. Vanzi, like I was saying before, a new for the team of the Aspen Sparrows. They've had great chemistry ever since picking him up. But it's the New Haven Ninjas with the disc now, and it's Breezebow on the shoulder once more to Dup, who puts that one for 2 points. What a beautiful cut.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, those little give and goes right there, right in front of the goal, are killer. It just draws the goalkeeper's attention one direction, then you get that quick cut pass right back, and there's just nothing you can do.
Yeah, definitely tough to keep track of Disc as a goalie in those situations. But Aspen Sparrows with another opportunity to put the arena in their control. B-Love over to Original in the near side tunnel. Original underneath some pressure from Duup and does lose it against his best efforts there. And another open goal 3 for the side of the New Haven Ninjas coming in from Duup.
Yeah, he he is just relentless on this goal right now. It was a good attempt there by Original trying to drop back and make some space. It looked like he was struggling to find an open, pass option and was just trying to fight his way out against Diwa, but lost the disc and unfortunately left an open goal and the end of there.
For sure. I'm going to be honest, if there's any player I'm not great, but if there's any player I would not juke around or attempt to juke around, it would probably be Duup. So, just an unfortunate circumstance. But New Haven Ninjas with the disc after a turnover from the Aspen Sparrows rollout, and it's Breezebow with it now. Defense has returned home for the side of the Aspen Sparrows. Breezebow over to Hunter Wild, and Hunter Wild and Wall looking for one more cut. But what a read from Banzi, who sends it out through the far side tunnel. And stacks are coming in for the side of the Aspen Sparrows. No defenders home yet, but no. A little bit of a wonky shot. However, they're able to maintain the possession for the side of the Aspen Sparrows. It was Original up to Vanzi. Vanzi looking up high to Jakey. Jakey coming in from the ceiling for 2 points.
Yeah, and that was a great clear, I believe, by Vanzi originally. Got the disc downfield, didn't hit any geo, made it all the way around their bubble, and they had both chains down there before the Ninjas were even close. So it was just an unfortunate miss there for that 3-pointer, but they were able to secure the 2-pointer in the end.
Yeah, points are points, and they can bring themselves back, but those missed opportunities are one hurt for sure. But we've got Duup with the disc for the side of the Ninjas, approaching goal, and with a few moves gets around the defense. 2 more points.
Oh, I don't even know how you defend that. Like, what do you do there? He's just gonna, flip over on you, give a little duck action, and 1v1 with the goalie. Good luck. Good luck.
It is super hard to read those movements, but that is exactly why it is so beneficial to learn that type of movement and mechanics inside of the game. But Aspen Sparrows with it now. Vanzi sends down low to Jakey. Jakey looking to buy some time to get some teammates back home. Sends a pass to Vanzi. Vanzi looking at a 2v1. Oh no, has a defender. Almost does. Oh, he does get around.
Wow.
Goodness. Two for the Aspen Sparrows.
All right. So Vanzi's coming in here, trying to show D-Up he's not the only one with some moves. I saw that 360 there. Wow.
Right, Vanzi with the hands, getting some moves on in order to get some points on the board for the Aspen Sparrows that they desperately need. We've got a rollout coming in from the New Haven Ninjas though, and it's Hunter Wilden with it, sending it to Duup on the cross pass. Duup on the floor, looking to back this one out, try and draw out that defender and move forward here. Duup sends a pass over to Hunter Wilden, but oh no, the steal from Original. Splitting the difference between both teammates, unfortunately, meaning that that's a turnover on the possession, and Duup takes the clear out through the mid of the arena. We've got players in the area. It is Breezebow picking this one up, looking for a long shot, but Jake E denies that one and sends the clear out themselves. Disc is stuck in mid, but they've got a stack ready to go for the side of the Aspen Sparrows, but Duup is ready for the long shot and denies that one as well. So clear out through the mid. They had stacks together. Unfortunately, they did get broken up, but that back stack was ready in time, and Canada picks it up. Canada for the side of the New Haven Ninjas. Cross download to Hunter Wilden on the boot, getting around Original, sends a pass up to Duup from the backboard into the goal for 2.
Yeah, that was a little bit of, I don't want to say payback, but the Sparrows, they had an opportunity there. They took a long shot on a chain that had already been back to goal and turned the disc over. That was something. I know that we're running out of time here, at least in this first half, but really you got to be more selective on those shots and try to really make sure that everything that you put towards that goal is going to be high percentage.
For sure. Oh no, miscommunication, but thankfully the ding ring saved that one. Picks the disc back up, but don't let him approach fringe of bubble. Sparrows! Oh goodness, there it is. Once more to Breezebow, hanging on the goalpost and into the goal for 2 points. Jucifer in chat, AJ is actually not killing it on cams tonight. We had a little bit of swap up in the production end of things. We've got the one and only Defocus running production, and we're so grateful here. Aspen Sparrows with the disc now, and it is B Love looking to send it past the original intended target, but they've got players in the area, and this for them to move into the next quarter with momentum. There it is. Vanzi picks it up and for 2.
Hey, that's good momentum to take into the second half right there.
That is indeed. But with that, that's the end of our second half. Go anywhere, because we've seen Aspen Sparrows come back from a point deficit like this with their ability to adjust. So you are going to want to stick around and see what happens. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
All right.
Seconds. This one is loose in the destroyer zone. Collected by Saluda. Stunned out. Picked up by Game. Stunned out. Zenith with it.
This is it. Trying to clear it.
Cleared out. 20 seconds. Game gets it back here. Game turning it around. Sends this one in off of the floor. Gets it to Rosie Hope. Rosie has Zenith pressuring. 13 seconds. Sending this one in. Stunned out. No. What a shield there from Acorn.
Oh, no.
That's it. The finish. That's the victory. What's the clock? What's the clock?
That's it. That's it.
In the last seconds, the Orlando Cyclones come back 33-32. Are you kidding me?
What?
I've got nothing. You know, forget finals. What was that? What was that? No, not anymore. No.
Look at
no. Put me on camera. Put me on
that.
camera. That was unbelievable. I cannot believe what just happened. I cannot believe what just happened.
On that read.
Good evening, everyone. We are back in this halftime report brought to you by Big St. Charles Motorsports. I'm going to hand it over to the one and only Venom to spit some numbers for you guys.
Yeah, so before we really get into the analysis, let's go over the stats here. We'll start off with the possession. Like, this has been a pretty even game as far as possession goes, literally 50-50. There is certainly an outlier that we'll talk about later when it comes to shots taken. 22 for the Ninjas versus 12 for the Sparrows here. One thing that's really standing out to me as well is the amount of saves. It's 4 for the Ninjas, 0 for Sparrows. So I think that's part of the reason for why we're seeing this big differential in score right now. Is just we're not getting anybody back in goal, to make those saves, or they're just not getting a hand on it as a goalkeeper to try to prevent that. Now, when we look at the the main scorers of this game, there's one main outlier here, and that would be DWUP. Right now, he is king of the arena, 23 points on the board here. Next closest would be Vanzi with 9. But you know what? He's not doing it all by himself. He's got 5 assists. Well, I'm not sure if they're all to him, but Hunter Wilden is sending a lot of assists out here. Certainly moving the disc around the bubble, trying to feed his teammates and get points on the board. So, good for him. And, what I'm really seeing here is a lot of just give-ups from the Sparrows. They're handing the disc over a little too much and leaving those open goals for DWUP. So we need to clean that up.
For sure, couldn't agree more. Sparrows are going to have to play a little bit more reserved. They've definitely left a lot of open goal threes. One thing I will mention is that I don't think the game registered the saves that we had coming in for the side of the Aspen Sparrows, because I definitely saw Original snag at least 2 of those saves. Just another wonky lack of reporting in the stats, which is unfortunate. It happens most with saves. But we have had a few coming in. I believe both that I saw that I remember. Original, though. However, moving straight into our third initial joust of your first game of the night for the first time tonight. First touch on the disc going to the New Haven Ninjas, but first possession into the hands of the Aspen Sparrows, who look for a clear out through the far side tunnel and get that all the way down into the bubble with stacks in the area. Original picked this one up, but oh no, another open goal opportunity missed. I'm not picking on anyone. You guys nowhere near AAA level to be playing, but those are the opportunities that are going to cost you the games, Aspen Sparrows. That's 2 of them you missed now. That could have been 6 more points on the board for you, but this is another one, and that one's good for the 3 as Vanzi sinks that one from 13 meters out.
Yeah, and it's unfortunate on those missed shots there. Honestly, it all comes down to, I think, just trying to hit those tough angles. When you're almost beside the goal, trying to take those shots, it is a very, like I said, tight angle, tight window. So I think maybe just coming a little bit more to the front side of the goal, or even just feeding it to your teammate. A 2-pointer is better than a 3-pointer missed. So I would much rather prefer that. But here we are.
For sure, and we should say both of those missed shots that they had were from just about that same angle, but oh no,
exactly.
Not another goal. A little bit of overcommitment there coming in for the side of the Aspen Sparrows results in an open goal there, and DWUP is able to sink 2 more points on the board. Disc in favor of the Aspen Sparrows now, and it's in the hands of B-Love, who does a little inverting onto the ceiling to get that pass off and around the stack. Original with it, sends a pass over to Vanzi in the far side tube. Vanzi now underneath the pressure, looking to get around DWUP, but DWUP with the magnet hand steals this one back, looks for the clear, but straight into the hands of B-Love. B-Love looking for the bounce pass down to Jake E, but that is no good, and Canada picks this one up, looks for a clear of their own, but off the wall and into the hands of Vanzi. Original looking to send a pass to Vanzi.
Great.
Vanzi into the goal for 2 points.
Yeah, that whole play right there, the way that they moved that into the bubble from basically cross trap up to the ceiling, and then that nice little cut pass right in front of the goal there. Kudos to them. It was a great work into the goal right there.
It was indeed. With the disc now is the New Haven Ninjas, but oh no, that is a missed pass. However, the disruption almost wasn't enough for a turnover, but it is now. And the disc is loose inside of the bubble, picked up now by Original. They've got a 4v1, but oh my, a little miscommunication momentarily, but B-Love able to play that one off the bounce. However, oh goodness, DWUP with an interception on the pass, but the clear is no good, and Vanzi picks it up and puts it in the goal for him too.
Yeah, I was just thinking they're really starting to come together in the last, that final quartile for the Sparrows. They had a couple miscommunications there, but they're actually starting to really convert a lot more shots this quarter here.
They are, and like I said, they're really, really good at adjusting on the fly. They typically do wait for the halftime mark. They might make some smaller adjustments in game, but they've they've done a fantastic job at not letting these types of point deficits on the board get into their mindsets and continue to play really, really well. But that's, that one hurts. Hunter Wilden with a backboard too.
Yeah, there was a little saucy cut pass there from D-Wop, trying to draw in all the attention on him because you know he's going to take that shot, and he just kicks it right over there. You know, eyes were on Hunter for a second before he took that backboard shot, and you know it's just hard to reach for that back shot.
It is indeed, but original for the side of Aspen. Sparrows has it now, sends it over to Vanzi. Vanzi high, but backstack had that one red. You guys got to be careful. No one is home just yet. A good attempted leech coming in from original, but not good to get home, and Breezebo is able to put 2 more points on the board.
Yeah, that was unfortunate just from Sparrows trying to, I think, force it through the middle right there. That there was a stack just waiting for that clear, and yeah, they got punished for it, unfortunately.
They did. They're going to have to look out for that. That back stack is going to eat at that last pass. B-Love, oh my goodness, and there it is. They didn't even wait for the last pass. That back stack intercepted the first pass option, puts the pressure on the QB, attacks the first pass option with the back stack, and that's a turnover and 3-point goal for Breezebo.
Yeah, we're not just seeing the Sparrows adapt here. That was you know, we've seen back-to-back goals from the Ninjas that have just been, you know, good reads on these plays from the Sparrows.
Yep, but the Sparrows have another opportunity here and now, and it's original with it, who has a defender in front of them, 2 defenders in front, but that stack is broken up, and they've got a man mark coverage coming in from the side of the New Haven Ninjas, which causes a disruption, but not enough to change possession here. B-Love has it on the floor. B-Love looking for some lanes and finds one in the form of Vanzi. Vanzi looking to take this one up to Popcorn and draw out a defender. Moving down to station, decides to send it back to Jake E. Jake E on the bow tie, back up to Vanzi, but oh no, a missed pass, and that is a turnover. They have stacks ready for the side of the Ninjas, and look, goal, we've got Canada with a long 3.
You know, that was you know, tough for the Sparrows there. They had now I want to say the initial play there when they had been getting red on those passes, QB passes into the tunnels, they slowed it down, played it on their first, you know, the back half, tried to find some open space and work the passes forward, and it worked really well. Just a slight missed pass there caused the turnover and unfortunately left an open goal.
It is unfortunate indeed. Unfortunate. But we've got Jake E with a 2-1. Oh my goodness, Canada with the hands, snags it before it goes into the goal, sends it up to Wilden, do up, look for a long heave into the bubble, but it is high and wide. Oh my goodness. But a turnover here as Jake E picks it up for the side of the Sparrows, sends it over to Original on pressure, not looking to play with the force that is due up again, and sends the pass over to Jake E. Jake E looking up high for B-Love. B-Love able to play that one off the bounce, sends the pass down low to Jake E. Jake E once more to B-Love, who sinks that in for 2 points.
Yeah, you can really see the experience come out there with B-Love. Like, you know, the way that he's reading the arena, he finds that low pass there, you know, gets some space to the disc, allows him to make a decision with it. And, you know, at the same time, B-Love's pushing straight into the bubble there, looking for that cut pass back, that give and go. Nice, easy slap into the goal there.
Vacant Ace in chat asking, what do the Sparrows have to do to turn this?
You know, in my opinion, what we need to do is have less clears and connect more passes. I think their biggest mistakes right now are coming from those. Ooh, great shot there by Vanzi. Good cleanup. But yeah, basically just they need to be connecting those passes. Every single missed pass seems to be a turnover straight to the Ninjas, who are cleaning them up with threes, unfortunately.
Yeah, absolutely. And not only cleaning up those passes, but you know, their stacks are slow to get home, and that's leaving the goal open a lot for them. It's cost them a lot of points on the board because New Haven Ninjas are sinking those threes. I believe I've only seen one tonight. So that's costed them a lot too. I wouldn't necessarily say it's game over just yet, although you guys know I'm no mathematician, but they've got a lot to fix in this quarter if they want to bring themselves back. But with that being said, that's the end of our quarter, and we will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, You can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes, because the only way you're ever gonna know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Good evening. We're back, ready to bring you your quarter. But before we do so, we're gonna Venom talk a little more stats for you guys.
Yeah, so the Sparrows here, they're looking much more alive this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot more in the bubble. They're making those passes. A few mistakes here and there that are costing them, I think, some more open goals, which we had issues with in the first half. But we are seeing Vanzi slowly catch up to DU up there as far as points scored. So you can tell they're in a battle right now, and it's going to be close. Hopefully they can make up this 15-point deficit here in this last quarter.
Hope they can. We would love to see the official rule of first broken, but first touch and possession going in favor of New Haven Ninjas. Vanzi looking like he got a hand on that. Not enough for the save to register, so points go over to the New Haven Ninjas.
Yeah, they were quick there right off the joust to get that to the right person's hands, and it looked like a Chicago there. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get a full, I guess, hand on it to prevent it from going in, but yeah.
But Sparrows have the disc again here, and it is a ridge. Down low to Jake E on the floor. Jake E on the near side, looking to send this one backwards, but the pass off the mark. However, Beloved able to play it off the bounce. Looking to send a pass over to Vanzi. Vanzi quickly sending one to Jake E. However, these quick passes. Oh my, Jake E with the magnet hands to, oh no, Vanzi, but that was just off the mark, and Duup is able to pick this one up. Well, it's loose. They've got stacks in the area, but Duup looking to send in a long shot of his own. Is off the shield though, and back into the hands of Sparrows, who look to send this one out all the way down into the bubble. And the stacks for the New Haven Ninjas, my goodness, not only did they get together fast, but they were ready to zoom. The clear from the Ninjas, almost no good, but for the side of the Ninjas is on some moves to get around two defenders, sends a pass over to Hunter Wild, and once more to up and into the bubble, or into the goal for two.
Yeah, that was a shame there for the Sparrows. They had an opportunity, and Jake had the right idea, I think, to just throw that cut underneath the goal to whoever was coming towards him, but just a little bit off target, and D-Wup was able to clean that up, find the send down there, and unfortunately, that's 2 more points for the Ninjas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking,
Right.
was it a 3? No, it was 2.
No, it was 2. Jakey on the floor with it now for the side of the Sparrows. Wisely backs this one out to B-Love. B-Love looking to send a pass up high to Original. This is the controlled play that they need, but oh no, Original plays a little too long, and Hunter Wilden gets the stun off the shot, slightly off the mark, but a great bounce there for Canada to pick it up and put it in for 2.
Hunter have long arms. Like I'm surprised he was able to reach Original. That was pretty a crazy stun there to get that disc away from him. Wow. So sent down there another 2 points for the Ninjas.
Another 2 points indeed, and we've still got 5 minutes on the clock here. Again, no mathematician, so I can't tell you if they've got the time, and I don't. Venom, are you even able to do that kind of math?
I am no Sir Dimwee. I can't do that kind of math off the top of my head here.
Dang it, we are no. Neither. So we really have no idea. But a turnover almost inside of the bubble, but Aspen Sparrows able to recollect that one shot off mark though, and that is truly unfortunate as the goalie was stunned. That could have gone in. That is a turnover now, as no way. Okay. That almost went in, guys. That was a shot there coming in from the New Haven Ninjas, but Aspen Sparrows able to get in that lane and shut that opportunity down here. Disc is loose, but Duup able to get a quick slap. B-Love with a nice read, sends pass up to Vanzi. Vanzi looking for the clear, but it does get caught in the tunnel there, and Dwep is able to get a quick hand on it. Jakey gets in the lane, though. Sends a clear of his own through the far side tunnel, but that stack was there and ready for it for the side of the Ninjas, and it's back into Canada's hands. Canada with it now, looking for a pass. A little bit of chaotic play coming in from both sides of the arena right now. That clear is also no good, but a slap coming in from the Ninjas lands in the hands of Mr. Wilden, who decides to slow the chaos down with a nice 19-meter.
Yeah, you know, this chaos is to be expected when you're playing from this kind of deficit. You do get into a little bit of a panic, frantic mode with just sending any clear that you can get downfield to try to score some quick points. It's unfortunate that a lot of their clears just are not making it through the half, and I think that's why we saw a little bit of chaos just now.
For sure, it is hard to not let the clock. Oh my goodness, a little bit of a Hail Mary play on that one. Not work in favor of the Aspen Sparrows, but what I was saying is it is hard to not give in to the clock ticking down in front of you when you've got a deficit like this. Your mentality says to just push. But Original with the disc now for the side of the Sparrows takes it and clears it out all the way down. They've got stacks in the area. Can they get the read on this? They can. It is B-Love with a hand on it now on the shoulder, looking for some options, but decides to send it straight into the goal for two.
You know, it's always a pleasure getting to watch B-Love play. You can just see the experience just exude out of his player. The way that he approaches the goal, the way that he, the patience in his approach and looking for those, the right time to take the shot, not do it too early. It's always great to see B-Love play.
It is. I have to agree. I feel like there's oftentimes I even can learn play and listen when people speak after. It's great. And speaking of B-Love with a in the bubble, turning that one around for the side of the Sparrows, but the clear is good. However, the stacks for the side of the Ninjas again are there and faster than them. So unfortunately, it was almost a turnover, but Original picking that one up. The clear from the Ninjas, setting it down into the bubble. Vanzi picked it up on the floor, looking for the bounce too, and it is good.
I love that little backboard shot there right off the pyramid. Those are some of my favorites, especially if you can get it to that bottom pocket there. Makes it super hard for goalkeepers to defend.
Yeah, for sure. What, Venom, are you saying you like to take shots from underneath the goal?
Oh, I take one or two every now and then.
Not you. Not you. If you guys don't know, favorite spot in the arena. Jakey with it now. Oh, Jakey! What?
Hey, he ain't giving up yet. He ain't giving up. Oh, what a send.
It was quite a send through the trench and into the goal for 3. It was a good one indeed. Very, very nice. Deb South said, yo, and I honestly agree with that commentary. I really, really do. But Dwelp with it now, doing some moves. Not like that 3 and on the shoulder, but Jake E with a headbutt denies the on bubble. Canada with a quick slap back to Dwelp, but a good save there from Original. Comes in and he clears it out through the far side tunnel all the way down. Stacks just coming in for the side of the New Haven Ninjas and picks this one up. Aspen Sparrow stack did get stuck on a Geo there, unfortunately, and Dwelp gets the clear. No way. Oh my goodness! I thought I would not have been okay. I wouldn't have been okay.
I know. I thought the same thing you did. I thought for sure that was going in, but what a cleanup there too.
Yeah, great cleanup coming in from Canada for the 2-pointer. And we've got just a few seconds. This game is very obviously comfortably in the hands of the New Haven Ninjas. Aspen Sparrows with a quick headbutt just to finish the game out with a little bit of funsies. But congratulations to the New Haven Ninjas. Taking Queen, add another to the Mom Squad list. Mom Squad. Oh! Deb South is Jakey's mom! Love that! Go Mom Squad! We love NEPA Mom Squad. I am not a NEPA mother, but I'm a likes NEPA, so I would like to be included. But back to the game. we had a really good game. Aspen Sparrows struggling slightly to make the adaptations that they needed to in order to take home the win, but they had a lot of really good things that were going on for them. A lot of great possessions, a lot of great time working the disc around the arena. Unfortunately, it's just hard to stop the force that is Dup. So I think that is the biggest thing. If they went in again next time, I would say work on man mark up when it comes down to it.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Like, honestly, it was a pretty close game aside from just those open threes that kept getting left open. If we were able to remove those, I think, I mean, obviously it would have been closer. But, covering DWUP is absolutely crucial when it comes down to this. He had 27 points. I believe my stats are dwindling now. But, yeah, an absolute player of the game. And honestly, really close behind him, while he may not be close in points, Hunter Wilden came in, I believe, with 8 assists, and that is, huge for a team, being able to get those feeds and put points on the board. They might not be direct, but those indirect points can actually be super helpful.
Yeah, without a doubt, you're equating to at least 8 2-point shots. So if you're looking at points, you're looking at the actual points put up on the board, but assists, you almost have to double, at a minimum, because he's equating to 2 points on the board when you've got 1 assist. So definitely a big thing, and you had it spot on. Hunter Wilden does have 8 assists. So definitely all around great team play coming in from the New Haven Ninjas. Another Sparrows is those stacks. The New Haven Ninjas were just beating them stack wise every single time, and so if that's happening, adjust your gameplay, work the disc up the arena with passes like Venom was saying before. But do something that you are able to just get the disc around the arena, not just sending the clear and knowing that the other team stacks are going to beat you to it. So something to keep an eye on. But we're going to move straight into our player of the match, brought to you by Motorsports and Venom. Because it is your first time, I'm going to torture you just a little bit. You get to pick your pick first for player of the match.
I mean, it's not really a question. I would say my top 3 players in this game would have been, starting with DWUP. He obviously gets my player of the game, just with the amount of points he was able to put up on the board, being able to find his teammates when he needs to for those assists, actually crucial. Hunter Wild in second place right there. Fantastic job with those assists. And then I would say third, I know we're not really supposed to get this many, but B-Love came in, showed that experience, and you can just tell when he had the disc, he showed authority. He showed exactly what he needed to do, and could direct his teammates around it and push his team forward. So a little bit of extra MVP there, if I could.
You were breaking the rules, and it's
I know.
Well, I'm gonna go with your first pick, and I have to agree. DWUP just had a fantastic game, and we know DWUP is quite a solid player, but in this game alone, putting up 27 points, 2 saves, 5 assists, 33 stuns, and had 24 shots taken, but put 27 points up on the board. Just absolutely killer. And honestly, DWUP in the first quarter, sending in 3 of those open goal threes and not missing is a lot of what set them up for the success in this game. They kept their points up high so that they had a nice cushion there for themselves. And a lot of that just equating to DWUP being able to manage the disc in those moments where it was just him in the downfield of the arena with an open goal. So I have to agree, giving it over to DWUP, but we are going to take a quick break and hopefully, fingers crossed, get some players in from the side of the New Haven Ninjas for an interview. So don't go anywhere, because we'll be back with an interview, and then we've got another game for you folks tonight. So we'll see you in a few. We are back, and we've got the New Haven Ninjas with us in the arena. How you guys feeling?
Feeling great.
Pretty good.
Yes, our first win of the season.
First win.
Come on, that's got to feel good. And this was
It does.
more than a win. You guys definitely dominated this game from the first quarter out. So congratulations, you guys. We've got a question for you guys coming in from chat. Vacant is wanting to know what your guys' mindset was through the entirety of the match, because it seemed like you guys had control and were maybe having some fun with it.
I feel like we had more fun this game because we kind of mental reset and got our team together, because our two first games were like, I'm brand new to this team. I don't know these people. Well, I know him, but I never played with these two, so it's kind of new. And Hunter, you weren't in AAA before, right?
No, it's my first season.
Exactly. He's new here too, so like, it's still like a new chemistry to get together, and UFC is new as well, so it's a bit challenging getting everything together. But we got it pretty well today, I think, right?
Yeah. I think we just came in just blank sheet, reset and have fun.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I think that's huge too. Mentality is a big thing. So that is a great question. Thank you, Vacant, for asking it. I am curious. You guys straight from the get-go were taking hold of the opportunity that you guys had in front of you with those open goal threes, and from the first quarter, it really set you guys up. Did you guys feel like you did anything in specific to have those opportunities? Was there something going on in the backfield? Cough, cough, breeze bow with your glowy fists of doom. What was going on that you guys were having all those options?
We started running 1-2-1. No, 1-2-1 exactly. And I feel like I pushed this side, so I could like counter the passes on each sides, and then these two stack together to get the disc on each side. So basically, it's just one push, one trains, and you just basically run after the disc. And I feel like we're creating a lot of chaos on their side. So then they just panic throw, and they don't have enough time to calm.
That early lead definitely helped us a lot too. I think once we started getting that point differential, their mental started breaking, and we started building ours, and all of the pieces just kind of fell into place.
Yeah, and I think we also did a really good job at calling where each other were. Yeah, our comms were really good. So even though say somebody was red, you still had that comm. Say like Hunter at Cloud, he called that even when I was red, and I was able to slap it to him. Like those little things are kind of what get you success.
Mostly open threes too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying there was a lot of threes that he made. So that was impressive as well. Sorry for cursing. I did not mean to curse right there. That is just how I am.
Yeah, I do have a question for you guys. I can go with one here. So you guys finished off the first half super strong. I did notice though the Sparrows coming in third quarter, they came out with, I don't know if they had changed their strategy a little bit, but they were getting a little bit of momentum going in there, and then you guys snapped right back. Were there any changes going on mid-quarter there?
I don't even know. I didn't realize.
Yeah, Vanzi started dunking on me.
He's very tall,
He's got long arms, and he's really good at what he does. And I gotta figure out his number because I didn't have it.
So did you guys make any adjustments for yourself in that moment, or did you guys just keep playing your game and it worked in your favor?
I think
we just we kept going. I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we recognized that we were moving too fast, and we called out we gotta slow this game down and make it ours.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Wise move. Slowing down, even though you've got a clock ticking down in front of you, is oftentimes the best way to keep the game in your favor. Thank you guys for joining us tonight. Congratulations on your first win of the season. I expect to see more out of you guys with your team feeling a little bit more like it is gelled. But I hope you guys have a good night, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. For those of you on the stream, you don't want to go anywhere. We are going to take a short break, but we will be back with another game for you. We've got Reverb Mulberry versus Junction City Juggernauts. So don't go too far. Go grab your popcorn, and we will see you on the other side.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Terex KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Honda. One man with 4 wheels strapped to a parallel twin engine. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Honda motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Hold on a minute. Did we hear that right? Dodge is making an electric car?
We're talking hypothetical, right?
Surely you jest. Dodge? You mean the people who devised the legendary 426 Hemi and sunk it into a sublime missile? You mean the Dodge that created the Hellcat Red Eye and the most powerful muscle car in the world? Makers of the 840 horsepower wheel-standing Demon? Why on God's green earth would Dodge ever build an electric car? Anybody? Any thoughts out there? Hello?
We don't have to worry about predators like our ancestors did. No saber-toothed tigers stalking from the brush. No dire wolves circling the camp. There are no more monsters to fear. And so, we have to build our own.
If you call one of us, just remember, you've invited the whole pack.
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Access the largest motorsports inventory in America. We're authorized dealers for Can-Am, Honda, Kawasaki, Yamaha, Sea-Doo, and more. Get the best deals these brands have to offer. Browse through our inventory to find exactly what you're looking for. Harley-Davidson builds bikes that are meant to ride. There are vehicles your parents would recommend you drive. Then there are the motorcycles your crazy uncle who gave you fireworks for your birthday tells you to ride. You wouldn't want to let your uncle down, would you? If your need is speed, chrome, and custom paint, check out all of the new and pre-owned bikes at Greenmount Road Harley-Davidson in O'Fallon, Illinois. Don't let your uncle down. Get to Greenmount. One American with a burning desire to save the world from high prices. He is the stuntman that saved the world. He is looking to destroy high prices. A man that brought the world together because of his love for Kawasaki. One man strapped to a 2021 Teryx KRX 1000. The stuntman that saved the world. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Good evening. We are back, ready to bring you your second game of the night. With me in the booth is still Venom, but we do have. You could wave. You could say something.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
I cut off your wave. I saw your hand quickly go down. Over on the orange side of the arena, we do have Reverb, Mulberry. I saw a few of you in chat asking who Whiskey is. I'm ready to answer that question for you. It is Rip Red. Rip Red is currently locked out of his main account, unfortunately, but they did let us know in time that we are able to fill you in that it is indeed Rip Red themselves. But the other players in the arena are Salty Raccoon, Connor, CC, and Tasuna. That is a full roster for them with Rip Red playing as Whiskey tonight. Over on the blue side of the arena, oh no, we had a quick dropout, hopefully just fixing some equipment and not any real technical issues. But blue side of the arena is Junction City Juggernauts. We've got UG, Phenom, MTI, and Suprum, and it looks like MTI is who we are waiting for to get back in the arena. To those of you in chat, UG Mom, Zen Mom, hello, welcome. Jucifer, thanks for sticking around. Venom, you had some predictions while we were off stream there for this match.
Yeah, so this is going to be, I think, a good match. I am leaning a little bit more towards the Juggernauts just because I've seen the way that they play. They are actually one of our favorite scrim teams for the Florida Laser Sharks. So it's always a pleasure getting in there and, you know, seeing as they have been growing and growing since the beginning of their season. And we get to experience that on our own end. So that's been cool to watch. Now, curious to see how Reverb comes into this. I've noticed that with, you know, the Juggernauts, when we play against them, they are very heavy sometimes when it comes to juking around the bubble and finding, you know, good lanes to drive towards goal. So I'm curious if they're going to have a good defense for that.
Yeah, for sure. And am I wrong to say what is Junction City Juggernauts? What is their like sister team, their pro team?
They are the Destroyers. The Los Angeles?
Okay.
Yeah, Los Angeles
Okay.
Destroyers.
Okay, so then no roster changes. I was thinking. I used to get confused because UG played so much with the LA Destroyers as their tunnel fifth.
Yeah.
Where UG actually lied as his home there. But yeah, we are ready to go, and we are rocking and rolling into our first quarter here. Both teams do have a full roster, no subs coming in tonight for either one, but we're super stoked to see who takes the win. Venom's guess for you guys was Junction City, but let's go ahead and see. It does look like we've got a fifth in the arena for the side of Reverb Mulberry as Scissor, which I know was a new pickup, I believe this week actually. First touch on the disc, or first possession into the hands of Junction City Juggernauts. UG looking for a long heave into the bubble. It was denied quickly, but they're able to maintain the possession here as Suprum takes the disc and sends a quick slap in, but oh no, that's a turnover as Tasuna picks that one up and clears it through the mid of the arena. Still no score on the board here, but Salty Raccoon sending it over to Connor CC for the side of the Reverb Mulberry. Salty Raccoon looking for a cut up high, but UG has that one red. UG sends it through the near side tunnel all the way down into the bubble. Players in the area, and MDI 6 the first two.
Yeah, so a little back and forth there. We did get to see the cleanup by Empty on that clear. It is reminding me, though, now on how the Reverb are going to play. I know they are working a lot with Rip Red, who is a very pass-heavy player. He does like those cut passes, so I'm curious we're going to see a lot of that coming out of the Reverb.
For sure. Oh no, my Lanta. Reverb Mulberry, Salty Raccoon looking to get that pass off, but quickly read there by the Junction City Juggernauts, and the possession is in the hands of them as UG sends the pass over to the back stack. Phenom with MTI, but straight into the hands of Tasuna. The attempted shot off the mark there. It is quite high and wide, but UG able to pick this one up for the side of the Juggernauts, clears it out. It is a proper stack race. And Connor CC able to get a nice read on that and a hand on it, but only momentarily as the Juggernauts take that one back, and it's Suprum crossing down low to Phenom, and the shot denied by Salty Raccoon, picked up again by Suprum, but Connor getting ahead on it, not for too long though as MTI steals it back. Connor with the noggin, Connor is just interrupting these attempted pushes on bubble with the cranium. Sisbear is in the arena making her day here, but it is Suprum making it there for the side of the Juggernauts with a quick stack. Sends pass to MTI. MTI looking for the clear out, but it is no good. However, MTI able to get a slap backwards to Suprum. Suprum looking at Phenom down near the goal. It is a 2v1 forming here, and Phenom takes it in for another 2.
Yeah, this is a battle going on right now. That was a long time between points after the first goal there. And I think it's a lot of the teams feeling each other out right now, trying to figure out what kind of style they're going to be coming in with. And, we're seeing a lot of connected passes, some missed, but for the most part, been a very quality game.
We do have a new command here. I saw a hashtag in the chat, which reminded me of, there it is. Fight for Echo, not Save Echo. I apologize, but Fight for Echo gives you a link to a Discord to help us keep up with what you can do as a community to attempt to save the game here that we love and cherish so much. Also sends you some really good information or a YouTube video from Thrill Seeker with some info for us here. But what a save coming in from Reverb. Mulberry goalie almost stunned out there, gets the quick slap with a defender on their toes. Beautifully done. However, possession remains in the hands of the Juggernauts as the clear was no good, and it's MTI looking to back this one out and buy some time here, get some defenders drawn out of the arena. Tsuna biting on that push here, but the pass over to Phenom is good on the ceiling. Phenom looking for some avenues, finds one in the form of Yuji. Yuji on the wall, sending it back to MTI, but the pass slightly off the mark. MTI able to play it off the bounce. Oh no, mishandles the disc though, and Connor CC is able to pick that one up and clear it out. However, the stacks for the side of the Juggernauts were ready for that, but the clear is no good. Yuji getting a quick hand on it, but not enough to get it out of the lane from Connor CC. What an ender! And the shot just off the shield, picked up again by Salty Raccoon, who's looking for a clear of their own. It feels like a lot of really chaotic play coming in from both of these teams in terms of this entire first quarter.
Yeah, Reverb, honestly, they need to be settling down a little bit more. They're taking a lot of risky shots, and they need to hold the disc, try to look for their teammates on the offensive half, because they keep forcing some of these passes. And like right there, the missed shot ended up going to somebody who tried to reset to no reset. There was nobody back there, and they almost lost the disc because of it.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a little bit of cleanup. They've got a 2v1 forming, but the shot off the mark here. The second attempt is good for the side of the Juggernauts as Yuji puts that in for 2.
Yeah, I think they've got it. They'll clean it up. I think they just need to slow down, talk their game plan out and work the disc in like they should have a game plan for.
For sure, and hopefully they take that 60-second break to kind of make those adjustments and calm down the nerves here as they're rolling into their second quarter, because they can't afford small mistakes like even that mishandling the disc, but Tsuna able to still pick it back up and play that one. Connor with it now, sending a cross pass, but the pass off the mark there and back into the hands of the Juggernauts. It's MTI with the disc, sends a clear. There is no one home just yet, and goodness, they are lucky the Juggernauts fumbled that there, and the clear is good for the side of the Reverb all the way down into the bubble. But can they get stacks? There is the question. They can slowly but surely. They arrive, and Salty Raccoon puts it in for 2.
There it is. Yeah. What I'm seeing from the Reverb, they need to be getting their change together before they're sending a lot of these clears, because I've noticed that that one in particular, they were able to successfully contain and get the goal there, but a lot of them, they've been sending them down, and they've just been having the Juggernauts clean it right back up as soon as they get it.
They have indeed. Oh,
wow.
Yuji.
What a rip.
Yuji! I don't even have words. Yuji!
Coming in hot. Wow. What a shot, Yuji.
Yeah, I mean, I said it all last season. Yuji is one of the most underrated players. Very, very quiet person, but a force to be reckoned with in the arena for sure. Salty Raccoon with the disc now, though, for the side of Reverb Mulberry, and sends it over to Tsuna. Tsuna looking across the arena, but read by that stack. The shot denied by Salty Raccoon, and Sisbear gets a quick hand on it, but only momentarily to get the slap off, and Yuji looking for a pass down into the bubble. but does not make it to their teammate, and a slap out for the side of Reverb is good. The long shot just off the mark. That hurt. They needed that there. Phenom gets a nice slap on the disc, though, all the way down towards the bubble. Suprum picks that one up and puts it into the goal for 3.
Yeah, nice cleanup there. Unfortunate shot there by Tasuna. Is that it? Yeah. You know, they just went off the pyramid side of the backboard and kicked it right back. Unfortunately, just out of his reach, and ended up getting cleared down. Open 3. Not much you can do if you're the Reverb, unfortunately, for that.
Not much at all, but they're only down by 10 here. We've got 30 seconds left in this quarter, and they've got 3 more to go, so they can make the adjustments that they need in order to put this game back in their favor. We've got Salty Raccoon on the back line looking for a bounce pass, possibly to Sizza Barrett, but the shot slightly off the mark there. Picked up again by Connor CC, and that is the momentum they need moving into this second quarter. We've got 7 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be the end of our first quarter. You guys, you don't want to go anywhere. It is still anyone's game. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Terex 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
If you really want to find out what you're made of, you can forget the personality tests and social media quizzes. Because the only way you're ever going to know is by heading into the big, wild, raging, so damn beautiful it hurts world and finding out for yourself. Were you born to follow a path, or were you born free? These are the things we thought about when we made the new Grand Cherokee. Made for what you're made of.
Good evening. We are back bringing you your second quarter of this game. We are checking in at 4-12 in favor of the Junction City Juggernauts. But we've got a long way to go, folks. We still have this game all the way up in the air, even with the lead that the Juggernauts have. First touch on the disc is going over to... I need a dimly drum roll for that. Is the Juggernauts, but first possession in favor of Mulberry Reverb as they send that one out. They've got an open goal.
Wow.
And Tasuna hitting the first 3. They needed that.
Yeah, Reverb biting first there. And it's really funny how sometimes, even though you win the joust, you end up technically losing it. You know, they sent that little clear down there, turned around and gave it right to the Reverb who got that open goal.
I find that super often, actually, like that the first touch often doesn't result in the first possession or first goal. First touch can in certain teams' circumstances, but a lot of times it ends up straight into the hands of that back stack. But oh no, the clear for the side of the Reverb Mulberry is no good, giving the disc right away to the Juggernauts, and it's MTI approaching fringe of bubble in a 1v2. Taking it in by themselves. It is MTI for the 2.
Yeah, that was a good shot there by Empty. You know, putting it in the bottom. I know a lot of people aim for pockets, like the lowest spot there that they can, but oftentimes even getting it a little closer to like the right edge can even be more effective just by you know, not being easily dropped down right in the middle of the goal for the goalkeeper. So good spot.
For sure, but oh no, that is a turnover as that rollout for the side of Reverb Mulberry was interrupted. Yuji sending in a long 3, but Tasuna does get in that lane. Tasuna looking for a pass over to Connor CC. Connor CC to Sizza with the clear, but the Juggernaut stacks were ready, and Reverb Mulberry was not for that clear there, unfortunately. And that puts the disc back in the hands of the Juggernauts as Yuji has it, but that stack is ready to attack. And Connor CC with it, looking for a long heave into the goal, but Phenom denies that one, sends a pass down low. For themselves, they are looking for a little bit of a dribble play here. The clear or pass over to Yuji in the near side tunnel. Yuji up to MTI. MTI back to Yuji. Yuji around one defender. Pass 2 for the 2-pointer.
Oh, Yuji ducking his defenders, just breaking ankles right there, driving in for the goal. What a spot.
Definitely a beautiful shot there, an aggressive push on goal, but works in their favor as they get 2 more points on the board. And it is Mulberry Reverb with an opportunity to put the arena into their control here. Sizzbear with it, crosses over to Connor CC. Connor CC looking up high for Tasuna. Tasuna on the ceiling. Doesn't have too much pressure just yet, but one incoming. Decides to back this one out to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon pushing it forward just a little bit, but looking to get a defender to bite here. Not wanting to run out the clock. Sends a pass over to Connor CC and into the goal for the 3 points from the Shield.
Yes, so that was the kind of patience I expected coming in for the Reverb team here. You know, that nice little reset back to the middle, let them set up their offense, and easy 1-2 pass right there into the goal. Great shot.
Great shot indeed, and what a beautifully done anchor to get that 3-pointer in there on the goalie. That was not stunned, but disc is in the hands of the Juggernauts, and it's Suprum on the floor looking to back this one out to Phenom. Phenom looking to get around some defenders, but does send the pass to Suprum on the wall. Suprum looking to drive goal, but the shot off the mark there. Connor CC getting a great stun out on empty eye in order to stop the pickup for the side of the Juggernauts, but the clear ends up back in the hands of the Juggernauts nonetheless. Salty Raccoon with quite a steal, though, does turn this one back around in their favor. They've got Tasuna in the area. Only one defender home, and Connor CC takes that in for the 2.
Yeah, I think we're starting to see this comeback here from the Reverb. Both teams are starting to settle down a little bit more. We're actually seeing some solid possession. The clears are getting chains, you know, to contain them, and it's looking to be a much stronger game now that they felt each other and understand the opponents now.
For sure, and that's a disruption in that rollout for the side of the Junction City Juggernauts, and MTI finds the lane, or I'm sorry, Connor CC finds the lane for the 3-pointer. They are now only down by 1.
Yeah, this is exactly what they needed. Those extra threes coming in here to get those points back is crucial for the Reverb right now.
It is indeed Juggernauts with the disc. It is Phenom sending a pass to MTI. MTI quickly looking for their teammate, but unfortunately the bounce does not work in their favor. A slap out from the side of the Reverb puts the disc into the hands of Tasuna, who clears that one out. But we've got stacks coming in from the Juggernauts, who do overshoot that disc, and oh no, gives time for the side of the Reverb to pick it up, and Connor CC with a no-look shot for 2 more points to bring them up by 1.
All right, I'm wondering when we're going to start seeing some adaptation from the Juggernauts. Something's not working right now, because they, what was the deficit there for the Reverb that they just caught up off of? Like a, I don't know, 10-point deficit? Something's got to change, yeah.
For sure, there is going to have to be some adjustments made here, but Suprum looking to back this one out to Phenom. Phenom looking to cross down low to UG. UG looking to bait some defenders, find some lanes, buy some time, sends a pass over to Phenom. Phenom looking up high at MTI. MTI off the backboard, but just hits the goalpost and is denied there by Mulberry Reverb. UG on the back line, able to recover this though for the Juggernaut, sends it over to MTI. MTI on the near side, looking down low for cross to Suprum, but what a save from Sizzbear. Oh goodness. Girl is making her debut appearance here in the AAA series with quite a roar, and it is MTI now with it for the side of the Juggernauts over to UG, who does some moves before putting that in for 2.
Yeah, what I'm liking to see right now from the Juggernauts is that they're throwing their passes with purpose. Like, they're putting some heat on it. They're hitting them with like 17, 18 meter per second passes, and really making the Reverb have to move around to keep up with them. And, you know, they just led that one straight to Yuji down there below goal, drew the goalkeeper out, and then had that nice, easy top pocket shot.
Nice and easy indeed, but a minute on the clock still in this second quarter here, and we've got a 1-point game. Sizzbear looking for a pass across the arena, but it is no good, and that's a turnover as MTI picks it up and sends it all the way down into the bubble. Salty Raccoon is home, but the shot is off the mark there. However, able to be maintained by MTI for the side of the Juggernauts. MTI on the wall just outside of fringe bubble. Oh, what a cut from Phenom, but off the ding ring and a little bit of a scuffle for the disc, but Sizabear is able to walk away with this one and sends a clear out. Oh no, taking a few wonky bounces, but they're able to maintain this possession, and the second clear is good. They've got players in the area from both sides. A great attempted leech, not just an attempt because Tasuna walks away with it, but Suprum with quite a save, getting in that lane. What looked like was going to be easy points for Mulberry Reverb, but the clear not good just yet, as Tasuna is about ready to go in for a second run. Sends a pass over to Sizabear. Sizabear backing this one out to Salty Raccoon. They've got 15 seconds left on the clock. They can still score here. It is Connor CC with it on the shield. Oh no! Gets their pocket picked by Yuji, who sends a clear out through the bottom. Almost a shot, but the stacks for the side of the Reverb are back and send that one out. That's the end of our second quarter, and y'all don't want to miss the rest of this game, so don't go anywhere. We will be right back after a word from our sponsors.
Hold on a minute.
One other thing that I'm noticing here is that the Reverb is staying in the game due to these saves. We had 5 saves here from Salty, who is just keeping them in the game and making sure that they have the opportunities that they need. Now, from the Juggernauts, it's been pretty balanced when it comes to points on the board. They're all getting opportunities. They're all sharing the disc here, and I really like what I've seen here. And the only thing that I can really say is that the Juggernauts if they could capitalize a little bit more on their shots around bubble, I think they've hit a few off the post that should have probably gone in. But if they can clean that up in the second half, it could be a completely different game.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely the slowing down too from the side of the Reverb helped them tremendously in that second quarter. They didn't give in to the desire to match the speed of their opponents. They didn't give in to the desire to just kind of be a little bit chaotic. They started backing out and getting some points on the board, giving themselves space and time to set up strategic plays. I really hope that they continue that even after the break and no matter what Juggernauts throw in their direction, because it worked really well for them. And it is easy to give into trying to keep up with the speed of your opponent as opposed to playing your game.
Absolutely. And I'm curious from chat, who do you think is going to adapt better this next half? I feel like I'm leaning more towards the Juggernauts coming in here. They're going to talk this thing through and figure out just what's been causing their weaknesses and try to pull away with this next quarter.
Juicefer in chat is agreeing with you, saying the Juggernaut is going to be the ones who pull out, hands down, making those adjustments. But yeah, I would say likely Juggernauts are. We're gonna have to see Mulberry Reverb adjust on the fly, because Juggernauts I would say are likely to throw something a little bit different out coming into this third quarter. But we're heading straight into our third initial joust here. First touch on the disc going in the hands of the Juggernauts, and it's Yuji doing some moves to get to the ceiling, and into the goal for the first 2 points of this quarter.
Man, what a bounce there off that headbutt. Just came straight to him. Hit that back right behind the goal there with that pass, and nice easy shot up top pocket.
Very nice easy shot indeed. We've got Rip Red saying that my baby berries will win. So you've got one opponent there. For the adjustments end of things, it is Salty Raccoon CC over to Sizzabear across the table. Sizzabear looking up high for Tasuna, and this is that controlled play that we were talking about wanting to continue to see here, and they're backing it all the way out to Salty Raccoon underneath some pressure though, and oh no, that lane was red, but a headbutt coming in from the side of Mulberry Reverb disrupts the possession, but not enough for a turnover as MDI picks it up, sends it back past to Phenom. Phenom underneath some pressure from that stack. But oh no, Tasuna with the magnet hand steals that one back, doing a little bit of dancing on the ceiling to get around Phenom and find a lane here. Does send a attempted clear, but it is no good. Straight back into the hands of the Juggernauts. The defense is home, but they weren't ready, and it's Yuji putting another 2 points up.
Yeah, I want to say Yuji definitely deserved that goal because it all started with him in that read and tunnel. That was incredible work, jumped in at just the right time to bait that pass, and from there they pushed the disc forward and found a nice little cut pass across the bubble right to him.
Jucifer in chat saying Phenom probably gave an inspirational halftime speech. We literally were saying during our own halftime break that it was Phenom talking them up in that halftime, telling them what to do. So we couldn't agree more. Empty Eye taking the solo in, goalie out, and Empty finds the lane for the goal to get 2 more points there.
All right, yeah, so we talked about the Juggernauts adapting at halftime and making sure that they had a good plan for this quarter. We need to see something come back from the Reverb. They need to make some adjustments, and hopefully we're going to see something here on this play.
Salty Raccoon over to Connor CC. Connor CC bouncing it off table there. I don't know what the intentions were, but it almost didn't work in their favor. Thankfully for them, Juggernauts gave it right back over, and Connor CC underneath some pressure sends a pass down to Tasuna and into the goal for 2.
Yeah, that was great cleanup there. A slight miss pass that was able to get retrieved and hit a bullet pass down there to Tasuna that took it up to the goal for that dunk.
Beautifully done, and that is what they needed to break the momentum that was coming in from from the Juggernauts after that halftime break, but it's Phenom with it now for the side of the Juggernauts underneath some pressure from Connor, and oh no, Connor CC looking for a long shot into the bubble, but it is off the shield there. Connor underneath some pressure, but able to get that one in there for 2.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Faye just held it a little bit too long there. I think caught Connor's head with the disc and knocked it loose. And, as Connor got the disc back, drove in and put it at a nice sweet spot there, just left of the, I guess it'd be just right of the goalkeeper's shoulder, and popped it in the goal.
Juggernauts with it now, running a quick play to work this disc up the arena, and it's Sephiroth looking to back this one out, maintain the possession. Phenom with it, crosses down low, pass slightly off the mark there, unfortunately, but Yuji able to pick that one up and sends it back to Faye. Faye on the bow tie, looking to draw out a defender, create that numbers advantage, looking to send the pass over, but no good, and Salty Raccoon's got the read on that. The clear is good for them. However, they've got a player in the area, and who picks that one up and sends the clear through the near side, or I'm sorry, the pass over to MTI in the near side tunnel. MTI to Phenom. Phenom, I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I'm sorry, guys, if I yell into this casting microphone right now. I'm going to try my best not to. Connor CC with it now for the side. Pass to Tisuna on the popcorn. Tisuna looking to clear this one out through the far side too, but it's straight into the hands of Sephiroth and back in the possession of the Juggernauts. The clear is good, and they've got MTI in the area looking at an open goal, and that is 3 more points.
Yeah, it's looking to me that Reverb is getting a little bit frantic right now. Their clears aren't quite going through where they need to be. They're not having their chains, being there to retrieve them once they do get through, and Juggernauts are just making them pay every time.
Queen, are you allergic to Phenom? No. I have children, and children are gross and contain germs, and so I am a little fortunately, I am not allergic to Phenom. He is a fantastic human, or echo unit, whatever you would prefer to view him as. But we've got Tisuna with the disc now, looking for a bounce pass, and oh no, well, it was off the mark. Connor was able to still play that one, but the shot is no good. It is a bit wide there, and MTI picks this one up for the side of the Juggernauts, clears it through the near side tube, and all the way down to the floor where there is Yuji waiting, looking at an... No, Yuji does not miss those.
Yeah, well, I hate to say this, but this started off on the Reverb side. I think Connor, you can tell he's really want to make these shots, but I think he had a better opportunity for a pass behind goal there, and that shot ended up going wide, and wide open shot there for the Juggernauts.
Wide open shot indeed, and oh no, that is a disruption that results in a turnover as Yuji looking for another long 3 just off the post from the floor, and the possession in the hands of Mulberry Reverb as Salty Raccoon on the floor underneath some pressure there from that stack, but able to get the pass off to Connor CC. Connor CC looking for a long heave down into the bubble, but does take an unfortunate bounce off the Geo there. The pass is good to Phenom off the bounce there. Phenom sending it back to Yuji to MTI. MTI looking just for a long heave into the bubble, but off the shield and going backwards. But their backliner is there doing work there, and it is Yuji sending the clear back into the bubble, but into the hands of Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon up high to Tisuna. Tisuna over to Connor CC. They've got a stack in front of them. It is not wise to just send that down just yet. Their players have made it down to the arena, so they send the pass up to Tisuna. Tisuna getting the disc knocked out of their hand off of a head, but Sizabear able to get a quick slap on the disc up to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon looking across over to Connor CC. Connor CC looking for a bounce pass, but it is no good and read by Yuji. Yuji picking it up and sending it through the near side tube all the way down. Phenom with it, and a long 3 from 23 meters out.
Yeah, that was, I would say, much better there from the Reverb. Just a slight, I think, miss pass that hit Nugget that knocked it loose, unfortunately. But I did like seeing Connor slow it down a little bit. He didn't just clear the disc. He waited for his chain to get forward and then ended up looking for those passes. And just hopefully next time they'll get one in.
Hopefully they will. And it's still anyone's game. It's only an 11-point. They have an get some points on the board here. It's Connor CC with it. Looking for the long shot again. I think the cut, like you said, would have been a better option in that circumstance. Get the 2 on the board because points are better than none. But Sizabear, there it is. The 2 points they needed to gain that momentum and put them down by 10 here moving into this 4th quarter. But we will be right back and we will talk to you after a word from our sponsors.
Tired of the side effect of side-by-side hair? Not when you have a Kawasaki. Your love of your Kawasaki Teryx 1000 will save you from side-by-side hair. Enjoy your Kawasaki on all types of terrain and magically eliminate the chance of messy, unwanted side-by-side hair. Go green this summer with Kawasaki. Get your favorite Kawasaki motorcycles, ATVs, and side-by-sides today at Holzhauer Pro Motorsports in Nashville, Illinois.
Yeah! Side-by-side hair, just don't care.
Good evening, we're back. I'm going to kick it straight over to Venom to hit you with a few more stats before we send ourselves into the 4th quarter. I'm talking too much. Say something.
Absolutely. So the Juggernauts have definitely pulled away in this third quarter. We're seeing a lot more points coming between UG and Empty. Both of those guys clearly putting those points on the board. And what's even better is seeing all those assists throughout the entire team. 3 from UG, 2 Phenom, 3 Supreme, and 4 from Empty. Like, everybody's, constantly feeding the disc around. I am seeing, I think, a little bit of some possession issues from Connor. I think if he were to send those around and help his teammates out with those goals, we'd see some success from Reverb.
Yeah, I do agree there. Hitting those cut passes would do a lot of justice for the side of Mulberry Reverb at this point. And goodness, golly gosh, Stack unable to get that one red for the side of Mulberry Reverb, giving an opportunity for the Junction City Juggernauts to get down the arena, and Empty Eye puts it in for 2.
Yeah, quick off the joust there. 9-second goal. Let's see what happens from Reverb. What do they got in store for us?
Reverb, it is Salty Raccoon Q being Salty Raccoon underneath some pressure. Slap off, and Connor CC with it now sends a pass to Sizbear. Sizza on the drive for 2 points. Beautifully done.
So that whole play was insanely clean. From the first pass, like the quick back pass when he was covered was pretty dangerous initially, but that quick slap pass from the QB up the middle. And then I think he hit Connor with that, who then hit Sizza, and just a very clean play right there.
I have to agree there. That is what they need to continue to persist with. UG, though, sending a back pass to Phenom. Phenom sends it forward to Empty Eye. Empty Eye to Seprum on the ceiling. Once more down low to UG for the sneak attack, and the 2 is good.
Those are tough. You work so hard to get those points on the board just to have them turn around and bring them back on you like that. And, they came in pretty unchallenged. 2v1 against the goalkeeper with that cut pass below goal. Just super dangerous.
Super dangerous indeed. And man, did it work in their favor. But we've got Salty Raccoon with the disc now, looking to bait that stack over to Connor CC. And oh no, but Salty Raccoon working to get in that lane, deny that 3-point shot. And the possession back in the hands of Mulberry Reverb. They did have a stack, but the stack got broken apart, unfortunately, giving some space for the Juggernauts to put this back in their possession. But Connor, with the magnet hand, sends it back up into Suna. Oh, no, getting stunned out. Connor getting stunned out. Who is going to grab this disc? It is a quick slap from Empty Eye, but straight into the hands of Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon over to Sizzabear. Sizzabear looking to cross over to Connor CC, who backs it out of the bubble very wisely. Connor CC sending a pass once more down towards the wall, but unfortunately no good. And a little bit of miscommunication. These slaps are going a little wild here, and Juggernauts are able to get this one cleared through. A little bit of chaotic play coming in from Mulberry Reverb, but they are doing some great things in the arena still, but if they slowed themselves down from the chaos, they'd have a lot more success. Salty Raccoon with a great jump out of goal there and a save, but not enough to get the disc out of their side of the arena, and it is some moves in order to get this one in for the 2.
Wow, a little steez there from Yuji as he puts it in that top pocket, but I do want to give a shout out to Salty Raccoon with those saves. Just incredible work back there on the back line.
Yeah, one thing I will say, Salty Raccoon has been a force in the goal this entire season so far. Definitely a player to keep an eye on for yourselves in the season. But oh no, Yuji with a great read. The shot slightly off the mark, but Phenom is there to finish the job with the 3.
Wow, with a saucy little slap shot there at the end. Just he knew it was open, and he gave it a lot of power there. He knew he had defenders coming in close, so he had to get in there quickly. But he took his shot.
He did indeed. Disc in the hands of Mulberry. Reverb again. QB some pressure there. Salty Raccoon does get stunned out, but gets the pass off to Connor CC. Connor CC looking up high to Tasuna. Open goal, but oh no, I thought that was going in, but just off the mark. Slightly wide, and the clear from the Juggernauts is good all the way down into the bubble. We've got a proper stack race here for this one. It's Connor CC who picks it up, looks for the reset to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon with it now, just walking it up, taking their time. They've got defenders. They had defenders distracted, but not long enough to keep that back stack out of that lane for the long 3, and they had it red. MTI with the disc now for the side of the Juggernauts, waiting for their team to get down the arena, and they do now. They've got 2 defenders home. MTI with it. No way. Salty Raccoon with a headbutt save. Oh no, but not enough time to regain some composure before that second push there, and Sephiroth puts the disc in the goal for 2.
Oh, he did his job. I mean, that was incredible work by Salty there. Even with the stun on him, he was able to get his head in the way, just knock the disc loose, and there's only so much you can do when it comes back on you when you're still trying to come, back from being stunned.
Yeah, it is very hard. You got to think about getting yourself oriented in goal once you're able to move your hands and stuff, but a push here on the bubble, a nice cut pass over to Connor CC, and it's good for 2.
Yeah, perfect. Nice little cut pass is exactly what we're looking for from the Reverb. So just, need to keep that up. We've got another 2.5 minutes left in this quarter. I think we're running out of time, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, again, we are no mathematicians, Twitch chat, so don't come for us and our poor math skills. But, oh no, that would have been not good. That one was also not good. The one that went in was not good. Another another 3-pointer for the side of the Juggernaut coming in from MTI.
Yeah, I couldn't tell if that was a mail slot or not. But, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say that that's going to seal the game on that goal. Probably happened earlier, but I think that was the one.
Well, you know what? We're the bosses here right now, so if you say it, that's when it's done.
Yeah.
Tasuna with this though, because we play till the buzzer here. Tasuna over to Salty Raccoon. Salty Raccoon to Connor CC. Once more to Tasuna, but not on the mark there for the pass. And it's slapped out by the Juggernauts. It's MTI taking the disc now, looking for a shot. And is it good? Oh, just off. Just a little wide, slightly off the mark there. Tasuna getting the slap, but not for too long. MTI picks it back up, sends it to Yuji, who puts that in for 3 more points.
Yep, another goal there. Great shot by Yuji. Nice 3-pointer, 18 meters per second. But I do want to give a nice, again, shout out to Reverb, who, regardless of the points on the board, they're still giving it their all and trying to make whatever comeback they can within the last couple minutes of this game.
Without doubt, with 1 minute on the clock, Reverb has the disc, and it's Salty Raccoon looking to send a pass, but oh no, straight into the hands of that stack, and they're ready with an open goal. MTI puts it in for 2.
Yeah, I think we're just starting to see that end game frantic play that we're, when you're down by this much, all you're trying to do is get the disc downfield and score those quick points. And unfortunately, the Juggernauts are playing well enough that they're able to read a lot of those through plays.
Without a doubt, but Reverb Mulberry has the disc again still. Salty Raccoon ducking around 2 of the defenders there on the stack. Sends the pass over to Sizbear. Sizza looking for the cut, but the stack is there and has that pass read. Yuji sends it up to Sephiroth on the floor. Sephiroth looking to give some time, still get some points on the board here. Finish out strong. Sephiroth taking it in themselves for 2 points.
Yeah, that was a tough shot there. Unfortunately, Salty couldn't quite get down low enough to grab that shot, and Sephiroth gets that 2-pointer. Finishes the match.
that is how the match finishes, 54-27 in favor of the Junction City Juggernauts. Congratulations to the Juggernauts. What a win tonight, and they ran away with it. They're heading into the second quarter of the game. Venom, is there anything that you think Reverb Mulberry could have done better to change the outcome for themselves here in that second quarter?
Yeah, I think they actually started doing it. Towards the end, they were hitting a lot more of those cut passes around the bubble and actually securing some more goals because they did get into a little bit of a slump there for a bit. But unfortunately, it was just a little too late. Had they started doing that maybe, third quarter beginning and, continue to work their way up alongside of the Juggernauts, we might have seen a completely different game. But I do want to say possession was very equal in this game. 52 for the Reverb, 48 for the Juggernauts. So both teams had their hands on the disc almost about the same amount of time. And some great stats on the board. If you want me to get into those, I can. Unless you have anything you want to get into.
Yeah, go ahead, stats, and then we'll move into player of the match.
Yeah, sure thing. So, we saw a very strong performance from the Juggernauts. We had Yuji come in with 21 points, 6 assists. Absolutely powerhouse on that team. Followed closely by MTI, looking at 18 points, 6 assists as well. The assists came from the entire team. It was a great, well-balanced effort from the Juggernauts. Now, on the Reverb, it seemed predominantly looked like Connor CC was the one taking the shots. He clearly, I think, has the most, confidence when it comes to taking those 3-point shots, trying to feed in those extra little points when he can manage them. However, I think it was just he could have probably sent those just a couple more cut passes around the bubble, and I think it would have changed the game a little bit more. And one other shout out, Salty Raccoon had one heck of a game today. Those saves, absolutely crucial. It could have been a much worse game had he not been back there in goal, I think.
Yeah, for sure. Salty Raccoon was a huge asset tonight for the side of Mulberry Reverb. Salty, I know you're in chat saying that you did not, but Salty, your game tonight was incredible. The headbutt save was off the charts. Absolutely phenomenal. But agree with everything you said, Venom. We are going to roll right into our player of the match, brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports, so we can jump into our player interview. I'm going to give you my pick first because I'm decided, and I'm just giving you a break this time because it's your first time and I'm feeling like I should have a little bit of mercy on you.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Right. My pick for the night is going to have to be Yuji. Yuji making a lot of really great plays, obviously leading in the points department, but that doesn't always determine who's going to be player of the match. Yuji also a team player with 6 assists on the board, 3 steals on the board, and just all around defensively in the game, was obviously on the front line of the arena, willing to knows Yuji knows Yuji is a good shot. Yuji knows Yuji can get around defenders, but Yuji is also willing to be a team player with 6 assists. So that is my pick. But what's yours?
Oh, well, so it's going to be a little bit of a tough one. I want to start off with talking about Salty, just because I see him in the chat acting like he didn't do much this game when he absolutely did. Absolutely critical. Came in at key moments of the game to make those saves. But it is hard to argue with the performance that Yuji put into this game. Those 26, 21 points that he put up there, all those assists, yeah, it's just incredible work. And you can tell that he has taken the experience that he was able to gain when playing with his pro team through the last season and, show that experience within this match itself. So my vote is for Yuji in this match.
All right, so it is settled. Yuji, congratulations. Player of the match brought to you by Holtzauer Auto and Motorsports. And a big congratulations over to the Juggernauts for taking home a win tonight. But you don't want to go anywhere because we are going to get them in the stream with us and be able to talk with them and talk about tonight. So we'll take a quick break. Don't go anywhere, and we'll be back in just a moment. Good evening. We're back. We've got the winning team, Junction City Juggernauts, with us. And apparently they're playing chess now. I think. Is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah, we are chess.
Oh, you.
Yeah.
They are chess. They are chess. Do you want to explain where your positions are?
We were trying to figure out in chess what pieces we are. I think we settled that Empty's the queen because he's the most like physically mobile and dangerous. And then and then he's upside down. He's got that like diagonal board attack. And then I'm taking the lefts. I'm jumping over people and coming out of nowhere. And so I'm the knight, and Yuji's just dangerous in a straight line. So he's the rook.
Oh wow.
Yep.
Okay. And apparently they position themselves on nest. I know nothing about chess, but chess. There's no T. There's no T. Okay.
Backgammon.
Yes, exactly. But how are you guys feeling after tonight's win?
Good.
Phenom, we as a cast were talking about how you were probably giving a halftime speech, and then chat was talking about the halftime speech, and there's a really great question coming into chat right now. Can you tell us what your halftime speech was? Because we all said it was likely you speaking during that time, and we had our predictions, but we would like to hear it from your mouth.
Actually, we didn't speak at all. They actually played chess during the break, and then
I won, by the way.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
But it was pretty. The reason we didn't have a long speech is because we kind of knew what we were doing wrong. We were really trying to play like our normal speed, but it just really wasn't working with. They were a little more scattered. They weren't really stacking up much. They were kind of more scattered around the field. And usually for us, we're used to more kind of consolidated, so we can find those holes to push through. So it ended up them being kind of in the wrong spot for our right plays, and so we kind of had to stop playing the normal JCJ way and just kind of let chaos take over like we have in the past. And then once we hit that halftime mark and we kind of just stopped thinking too much, then we started to breeze by.
Yeah, it seems like halftime was kind of the turning point, and your explanation, right off the bat kind of gives us a little bit of an insight as to how you flipped the game so heavily in your favor, because that was the point when you guys started to dominate. Was there anything in specific that you guys changed or adjusted, even if the halftime talk wasn't long?
I think the biggest thing was we were kind of trading off on the first one just with rollouts, and we were playing 2-2 pretty well, but a lot of times it's really hard to play 2-2 when there isn't like a super solid rollout. When a lot of their stuff was just kind of man and then splits. So it's kind of hard when, like a pass goes by and then it's kind of a little bit too chaotic to read with the 2-2. So we were running 2-2s for a while, and then we ended up just running kind of like a 1-1-2, where me or Yuji would just go try to fight Salty, and then we would have the backstack just in case. And that defense style let us stay on defense for a lot longer, and that's when we started to really pull away. But other than that, on offense, we were trying to do like smarter stuff with passing and like doing all this stuff, but half the time we just had one guy walk from half court in and just take the shot. So there wasn't a whole lot of like strategy. It was just kind of think less and change up our defensive rollouts a little bit.
Did you guys have to start targeting Salty at all during that match? Just through all his saves through the game?
As far as like in the bubble, like punching wise, not usually. I mean, we're pretty stunny to begin with, so
yeah.
I don't think we had to really turn up or down that notch really at all. When he was in goal specifically, but especially when we were doing defensive rollouts, we started really heavily targeting him, just because a lot of the times, because he was holding the disc so much, they were kind of keeping the disc in their court, and we were kind of trying to play the whole court instead of assuming that they would run like a relay, which once or twice they did get a guy past, and then had that deep pass where the backstack had to kind of do an oh crap return back to goal. But in the second half they were trying to focus on theirs, so we just started to kind of slowly push that target onto Salty, so that the second that he had pressure instantly, so he didn't have time to kind of settle the split, we kind of hit him before the split got settled, and that really worked out for us in the second half.
Awesome. Now, this is I haven't heard your guys' answers, so I'm gonna ask the question, and then I will relieve you of your interviewing duties. But for science purposes, what is your favorite Slurpee flavor? Very serious.
Red. Yeah.
You guys, none of you like Slurpees?
Well, I mean,
Red.
are there flavors? Isn't it kind of like Gatorade, where it's just you pick a color?
You just pick a color.
What?
It's like
So
Gatorade.
there's no wrong
there's no
answer.
flavor.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
mix
This
the
is why we
blue.
never asked you guys
You
this
mix
question.
the red.
Jucifer,
Blue
are they
and
fired
red.
yet?
Gary.
Okay, here's my real question. Here's my real question though. Do you
You're not
think
even
that there-
interviewing us.
Do you think that there is a flavor difference at all? Because I'm under the assumption that they're just changing
Whoa,
colors,
okay,
and
no,
there's no
no,
flavor.
no.
It's like Airheads, man. Airheads are all the same
There's
flavor.
there's different
Airheads are the
flavors.
same flavor.
Hey!
Look it up. Look it up right now. Go look up.
No, you're
right
talking
now.
about
No.
goldfish.
Skittles.
The color
Skittles
goldfish.
are all the same flavor. Go look it
No.
up right now.
No.
Look
Oh
it
my
up.
goodness.
This is
Google
turning
it.
into
Get in the
chaos.
comments.
This is chaos. You guys,
You heard it here first on NEPA TV. Skittles, all the same flavor.
All right. Well, Phenom doesn't know what a
It's not
Slurpee
true.
is, so if you're wondering how, he has no taste buds. Yes, DeFocus says he has no taste buds, and
Use
I'm
ginger.
beginning to believe that's accurate.
Well, you know what? I might not have any taste buds, but I sure do have a taste for victory.
Okay.
Okay,
All
buddy.
right, so
All
we're
right,
gonna
let's
say
end it.
Phenom's favorite Slurpee flavor is Victory. We don't know what color that is, but that's fine. We'll keep with the answer. With that being said, thank you, Junction City Juggernauts. Congratulations on your win, and Yuji, congratulations for being player of the match, dude. Yuji is dead
Go
silent.
Yuji, Mom.
Yuji is a man of very few words. But head over into the chat before we do leave tonight. There's going to be a Nightbot command that's put in there to focus if you can do it. Join the Discord. Help us fight to save Echo Arena. We love this game. We do not want to see it go anywhere. And take a peek at Thrill Seeker's video. But that is all of our matches we have for you tonight. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, being in Twitch chat, and we will see you again tomorrow.
All right.
Oh, chess? Chess?